Our daughter of St. Gatswick's Cloverflay stud, Mrs. Mary Liley, and her name is Celtic Beauty, trained by Tony Rivelin, ridden to victory by Matthew Thackeray, and the gentleman that takes care of her, his name is Andile. Andile, well done to you. You've done an outstanding job. You've got a very good-looking filly on your hands, and hopefully she wins you more, 1,000 rands. Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Well done to the winning groom, who is Andile. Tony Rivelin has done an outstanding job with this filly. Just when I have a look at her in the looks department, she is really a smashing looking filly.
Yeah, well, you know, that's not really me who's doing much.
Yeah.
You got to actually watch this filly. She eats so well, she gets a little bit heavy on you quickly. Sometimes she can catch you by surprise, you know. Looked at her in the ring and I was a little worried. I thought, my God, this filly seems bigger today than she was 3 weeks ago. But I've really rated her. I told Mary that this is, her mother was a very good filly before she did a tendon.
Yes.
And actually got sick and then did a tendon. And this filly too, I think she's going to go through the divisions, you know. You don't know how good you are when you race against the top horses over a bit more ground. Only time will tell, but I think she's going away the right way, and that's what counts. And obviously, great for Mary, and well done to John Costa from Cloverflay. He's got the mare with Mary, and yeah.
The way she finished off today over 1,750 meters, it looks like we could even see a blossom once you put her over further than that.
Yeah, Dee's 10 furlong, that's her game. I think that's where you'll see the best of her. And I think with a bit more racing, she doesn't know what to do. Matthew, I must compliment Matthew.
Yes.
He didn't panic. He was badly drawn. It was rough up front. They weren't going hard. And she dropped a little bit for a short while around the turn. But he didn't panic. He just left her, eased her out, and produced her at the right time. And so I'm pleased for everyone concerned. And, of course, to my wife and daughter. You know, they spend a lot of time at the stables helping me out. As you know, I'm busy with a lot of different functions, so I do need the help, and so I'm delighted.
How was the experiment traveling horses down to Cape Town? And if I look at seasons gone by, recently you haven't done that, but you decided this year, I've got a few horses that I'm going to try. How was the experiment?
Yeah, you know, I was down there on Thursday. I went to watch the horses work. We've got 3 horses down there. The incentives are so good in the Western Cape. And King of the Gauls, we thought he'd most probably qualify for that sales race, even though we didn't have a ticket, and kindly World Sports Betting came to the party and did a deal with us. And Robert, you know, is my good mate. He's racing with Mary a few horses, but he's also staying in Cape Town. And it's worth doing it. You know, it was worth the exercise. He'll have a run on the 3rd of March in 1,000 meters. He's a sprinter. Yes. He shortened up his work, and I was very pleased the way he looked on Thursday. And Strathclyde's been gelded, and let's hope, because he's run. It's hard to believe he can run like that, a horse that looks like that. But,
sure.
You know, sometimes that's what horses do to you. Even Patrick Creer's, you know, my old mate and got huge experience in the game, says this was, you don't know what to think. That's the way horses are. But we're so clever, D's, everyone would be doing it. It's not an exact science, but. Yeah, it's interesting, and it's a great initiative, offering all that extra money for people, because, you know, it's people like a return on there. This is an expensive game.
Yes,
it's not cheap, and although you shouldn't come into racing looking to make a profit, because then you've definitely got it wrong. It's not an investment. It's a hobby. It's a passion, but it's nice to get a little bit back. You know, as it is when you spend money. Go to a good restaurant. You don't want to pay the top price, and the steak comes and you've asked for you've ended up with this well-done burnt piece of meat. Yeah, so it's the same thing in racing. You want something back. But I'm delighted for everyone concerned. Thank you, Dees.
All the best with that. Matthew Thackeray just being complimented by Tony Rivelin on that good ride, especially from the draw. Yeah, there was lots going on in front of you, but you were cool with your ride, so that's a positive.
No, definitely me. You know, at the end of the day, I know what the filly, what she has, so I knew what I had under me. And last time, you know what, she's a gutsy girl, and she just got beat. And you know what, I actually think there's a lot more to come from her, to be fair. So yeah, good win from her. Obviously, great training feat from Mr. Rivelin. To Mrs. Liley, thank you. Finally, we get a winner for you. And then obviously, Danny also does a lot of work behind the scenes.
I must agree with you when you said there's lots more come from her, because when the challenges came left and right, she wanted to win.
No, definitely. You know what, she knuckles down quite deep. She's quite a feisty filly. I mean, she took me on a little bit going down, but thankfully she came through and she won a good race.
Well done here, Matthew. Great ride.
No, all credit to Mr. Rivelin, and once again, thanks to them.
And how's the support going?
No, it's good. You know what, I'm enjoying Durban. Just need to crack the winners. That's the main thing. But so far, enjoying it.
Well, it's nights like this that give you more chances. Well played.
100%. Thank you.
Well done to Matthew. And then the lady of the turf, as she's come to know over the years, is none other than Mrs. Liley, my favorite person, with all due respect to all the lovely ladies that support racing, but she's been my favorite for a long, long time, and she seldom misses a race. I mean, Mrs. Liley, I want to say that I must compliment you on the passion that you still have for your horses and going along for all these years now. It never seems to, reduce in any way. The same love and the same passion, and you continue to support the game.
Yes. Thank you for coming in. We haven't seen you for quite a long time.
Yeah, I'm there.
Welcome back.
No, so I'm here, Mrs. Liley. But coming back to the horse, I mean, Tony has high hopes for her.
Yes, he has actually. But he got excited just before the race because she was misbehaving a bit.
Yes.
And that was worrying him. Worried me a bit too. But I'm so glad to have her because my nice horses had gone a bit this way.
Yes.
So we've got to start looking into the pocket again, see what's there.
But she seems to be a filly that could possibly train on and give you more happiness.
I certainly hope so. She's a lovely filly.
Yes. And she eats well, according to Tony. And you need to get the work into her.
Probably need to get to work into me as well.
No, Mrs. Liley, you've always been so, glamorous. That's the word I want to use. But well done with her, and long may her success continue, because you may have a nice one in your hands here.
Yes, I hope so. Maybe I don't know if she can win guineas because she's might be a bit short for her, guineas.
10 furlongs is what Tony's saying. That's what she's looking at,
yes,
2,000 meters plus.
Yes, possibly. But, look, she is a very nice filly, and Tony's very fond of her. Well done,
I don't want to keep you a bit longer in the slight drizzle, which doesn't affect you these days, though.
Doesn't worry me.
Yeah, I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't. But all the best with her, Mrs. Liley, and always nice catching up. Wonderful.
And always nice chatting with you, too.
Well done, Mrs. Liley.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Mrs. Liley. She seems to have a nice filly on her hands here with number 9, Celtic Beauty.